Welcome to Albion. Today we're going to be building a Tombhammer build designed to maximize the biggest, meatiest normal attacks we can get. This is the build. Market value 260,000 silver, all tier 4, high value items in here, royal sandals. This cape is going to be 83,000. Any cape you buy is going to be fairly expensive, and we'll go through why we're choosing each of these items. And all we're doing is being a little ridiculous today. We just want maximum normal attack damage just for fun. This is not a guide. This is just having a little bit of fun. The build is this. We went with a Tombhammer because it has the highest physical damage that we could get and not be a Grove Keeper, which is going to be just slightly higher. And then we went to maximize that physical damage, regardless of what we end up with for spells. So with the Adept's Purity Cowl, that's going to allow us this 3.5% to our damage. And that's all we're concerned with here. We also have a big damage spell here. We went with the Keeper Cape because when we drop below 70%, we go Berserk and we get 50% extra damage for 6 seconds. That's going to improve our attack damage as well. From our sandals, it doesn't really matter which one you get. All we're looking for here, again, is this same thing that we get off of cloth armor. We want our 3.5% damage, and then you can pick any cloth sandals that you want. I of course went ahead with this because it's the best for PvE farming, because I don't believe this build is PvP oriented, but I think it would do probably just fine for tier 5s, tier 6s. No problem in PvE. I would even take it to the black zone. I don't care. And on the robe, we wanted to go with, so there's two options here. You can go with the Druid robe, which is going to have a base of plus 40%. And then we're getting the aggression buff, which is the plus 8% to give us 48%. The reason that I chose the Druid robe was to test out this. This is a spell that's going to buff our damage and give us increased damage of 6% that can stack up to 6 times. So if we use our rotation right, we can get plus 36% on top of this 48%, which that burst potential is greater than other robes, which have a base of 50%, which would give us 58% once we add the aggression buff. And in this case, we're going to add 74%. So it allows us to get the biggest possible number that we can get with the rotation, with the cape, and with a proper stacks. We could have a normal that exceeds what we would get with the 50%, which is a purity robe, so it's already expensive. So you may as well go with this, just for fun. Last, we're talking about beef stew, 13.5%. Everything we're doing here is just to increase that physical damage number. That's all we want. We want the biggest number possible. First thing we need to do is go in and test our base normal attack damage. It's about 95. We need to play around a little bit with our rotation and see what these abilities can do together. But everything dies too quick, so we need something a little bit more powerful. We get 4 stacks and we run over. Now let's see what a normal does. 118. So with just 4 stacks, we're at 118 damage on our normal attack. We want to try that again with food. See what our base normal is with food. 108s. Big 108s once we're buffed. Now we get the mini boss. We can actually see what we can do with stacks. We're easily able to pull 6 stacks, no problem. Big 142s. Missed that. And with the boss, We're going to pull a 6 stack and then be forced off. Hitting for that 142, which is huge. Maybe not big for veteran players, but for a new player, tier 4 gear, built right. They can get these big numbers from very little money. Just purpose building for whatever they want. Kill the boss. Massive 142 damage hits. All that's left is to try it out in PvP. And no, this isn't going to turn into a PvP montage. I'm just going to bring it to a corrupted dungeon and see what we could do. One shot. It's not built for PvP. This is just for shits and grins. This guy comes up to me. For some reason, he didn't bother waiting or trying to hide or get safe. Just lets me stop him in the lava pools. Lets me stun him and end him. Okay, and finally, we're going to look at what it looks like. We've gone with a tier 7, 2 enchants, a 3 enchant beef stew for a 17.5% bonus. Let's see what it looks like. 156, it's huge. Oh man. Just crush. Just crushing them. What does this look like? Oh god. Yep. There we go. Alright, we need to find something big enough. 196. With 5 stacks. We got 5 stacks, 196. That's giant. We're gonna break 200. We need 6 stacks. And something big enough to stand it. We're at 204, let's go. We brought our normal attacks all the way up over 200. And that's it. That's Tombhammer. Thanks for watching.